This is gonna be a quick one. I've been wanting to post this video for a while. This is my maybe third attempt at recording this video. Just a topic that I've been kind of hesitant to post about, but I haven't really heard a lot of people make this connection, and I just wanted to explain it. I thought maybe people who follow the sport will also find it an interesting point of view, perhaps. So, do you remember Charlie Zelenoff? If not, Charlie Zelenoff, he was an internet personality. He posted mainly videos of himself challenging people to fights in inappropriate places like gyms and bathrooms and wherever else. And yeah, giving them cheap shots. Some of them, not even engaging in this whole thing and getting punched by Charlie Zelenoff and him claiming that he whooped them. It's a victory for him. So this is the kind of guy, he walks around claiming, I don't know, 240-0 or 142-0, whatever it is, record. He claims he's the best fighter of all time. And maybe 2 or 3 years ago, he did sort of create some hype, some attention. He he got some views. I mean, but lately he hasn't been too busy. He hasn't been too successful with his stuff on YouTube. So, yeah, that's who he is. And why do I say they're the same as Jake Paul? I'm not going to go into who he is, but the similarity here. I mean, Jake Paul, surely you've heard about him. I've posted some videos of him in the past. If not, if you haven't heard about him, I mean, what are you even doing in this video? But Jake Paul is exactly like him. The only difference they have is Jake Paul started this whole trolling thing with more followers and more money and more of an established social media presence than Charlie Zelenoff. And in fairness, Charlie's kind of a ugly, annoying guy who likes to post videos of him, like, I don't know, whispering at people, and even at full volume, he's half of what he's saying is incomprehensible. So like, I don't even know. This guy's just trash, dude. But anyway, my point is, so what did Charlie do? I mean, he eventually went into like trying to troll people like Deontay Wilder, who beat his ass, who punched him really good a few times. He was apparently talking shit about Deontay Wilder's daughter, and that angered Deontay Wilder, and they had an agreed sparring match where he got his ass beat. There was also him and Floyd Mayweather Sr., right? Where Charlie Zelenoff gave him a cheap shot when they were supposed to be resting from a round, I think. But total jerk, dude. I mean, if you haven't seen his videos, check it out. Type in Charlie Zelenoff on your YouTube or Google or whatever. Warning though, you will get annoyed with what you see. But the thing is, like, look at Jake Paul now. Jake Paul now, however, has created more hype, more views. He's more marketable because he can sell tickets. And he's certainly making far more money from this than Charlie Zelenoff has. And certainly has also, in all aspects succeeded. You could even consider Charlie Zelenoff, perhaps, I mean, as his sort of mentor, or maybe, I mean, not maybe subconscious mentor. That I wouldn't be surprised if deep down inside Jake Paul actually looked at this guy and says, you know what, I can actually do something here. I wouldn't be surprised because it's so similar if you really look at it, what they're doing. And look, Jake Paul, latest thing with him was taking the hat of Floyd Mayweather. I mean, Floyd Mayweather has been known to, you know, keep his cool in these sort of press events, but Jake Paul was able to piss him off and create this whole media storm from that, right? And actually, you know, he even trampled on his brother in the process. You know, stole the limelight from his brother. So yeah, Jake Paul, like I said, I'm a fan of what the guy is doing because it's exposing a lot about sort of who we are as human beings. But I mean, I wouldn't aspire to be someone like Jake Paul. Certainly, that's not what I mean when I say I'm a fan of the guy. I mean, I'm not a hater as well. I'm really an observer, and you know, when realizing how Jake Paul is essentially Charlie Zelenoff 2.0, kind of like explain things to me and give me this sort of calm feeling towards Jake Paul that, you know, he's just a kid, man. He's a smart kid because he's exploiting something and making money out of it. Yeah, I mean, why are we buying into this? You know, a lot of people are sort of saying that, but it's really human nature, man. If you create a figure, if you create a, you know, whether it's in a movie or in real life, if you portray yourself as a villain, people will want to see you get hurt. They will want to see you. If you've convinced the people that you're villainous, that you're you know, you're a bad person, that you're a villain, that you're a bully, whatever it is, they want to see you get your ass kicked. They want to see you lose your job. They want to see you this and that. So that's exactly why people are buying into this, because Jake Paul realizes that he knows how to piss people off, and you know, he baits fighters into this thing. He carefully chooses fighters like a retired fighter known for purely wrestling his opponents, and known to be a very poor striker, coming off of a hip replacement months ago. Not even a year ago, right? You know, he picks this guy to beat. People are pissed, you know, and then you got Daniel Cormier going to during the break in the UFC, going to the crowd and having this little like confrontation with Jake Paul, right? All of this stuff is playing into Jake Paul's whole, you know, his whole, what would you call it? His whole thing, his whole gimmick, right? I wonder if people really see how these people are so similar. You know, I mean, if you could piss people off, you piss fighters off, and find a way to fight a fighter who's, you know, in circumstances that allow you to win, you know, like retired, coming off of a major surgery, a fighter that you know, was a champion but never really had good striking. I mean, it's very clever, but at the same time, like, I can see how people are annoyed, and that's why people are tuning in to Jake Paul, because they just want to see him get his ass kicked, right? But yeah, that was it. So Jake Paul is Charlie Zelenoff 2.0. I thought that was an interesting video or a topic to talk about. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have anything to say, please like the video, share with your friends who are also interested in the sport. Yeah, and have a nice night. Bye-bye.